Hey guys, DZ here, and today we have our second video in the preparing for the new format. As I mentioned in the first video, which you can check on my channel, I have a regional this Saturday, and I am sharing my knowledge of my playtesting with you guys. So right now we're going to talk about the two different imprisoning mirrors, Shadow-Imprisoning mirror and Light-Imprisoning mirror. Now they both do relatively the same thing, just different attributes. Basically they just restrict whatever specific attribute they have from activating their effects on the field of the graveyard. So why should you play these going to the new format? Well, bearing January 18th out of the picture when the next set gets released, we're looking at a lot of light decks. We have Heretics being really big, we have Boojins, which I think are going to be huge, as well as random stuff like Constellars and even some Blue Eyes decks. Light-Imprisoning mirror kind of just tears apart all of those, and that's why it's so good. Restricting your opponent from playing cards is something that a lot of people frown upon in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I can understand why. Side deck cards used to be just to kind of tip the matchup in your favor, but then we get these cards that literally just shut down your opponent's entire strategy. Is that a good thing? Probably not. Am I going to abuse it? Yes. Light-Imprisoning mirror is really good against three decks that I think are going to be very much played this first month. Constellars, Heretics, and Boojins, and that's why I play it. As far as Shadow-Imprisoning mirror, it's not as prevalent stuff, but it does hit some other stuff. Gravekeepers for one, rogue strategies like Infernities, Dark Worlds, even random crap like Archfiends. A lot of decks right now are shifting out of the Elemental Dragon kind of mindset where you're playing either water, fire, wind, or earth so you can fit in Dragon Rulers, and a lot of them are shifting out of that and going back into the basic light and darkness. How can you take advantage of this? If you don't play light or dark monsters yourself, or you limit yourself to them, like I would play Shadow-Imprisoning mirror in a deck where the only dark I played was Summoner Monk, you can take full advantage of these mirrors. I don't see a lot of people siding them. Light-Imprisoning mirror is definitely being sided more than Shadow-Imprisoning mirror. But if you don't play light or darks in large quantities, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't side deck these cards. I wouldn't go as far as to main deck them until we have a more defined format, but for right now, there's no reason not to play these cards. They completely restrict your opponent from doing things, and that's unfair, but really good. And even stuff that I kind of forgot to mention, Light Sworns are going to be big. Light-Imprisoning mirror destroys them. You can't Lila it away. And just thinking off the top of my head, there's just so many decks right now that are going to be played that have light and darks. Even new Monarch strategies with Ghost Tricks and Vampires even. You can just take stuff down with Shadow-Imprisoning mirror, and that's really cool. And I don't see a lot of people siding these, but I think you should be. Are you siding them? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Bye.